We'll just start seated on our mats. If you have a prop like a block or a bolster or even a blanket, you can sit on top of that. Finding a nice long spine, crown of the head reaching towards the sky, sit bones rooting down. Keeping a nice neutral chin, neck is nice and long. Just starting to focus in on your breath. As you take a deep inhale, the crown of the head rises towards the sky. Exhale, you send the air all the way down your spine. Your sit bones root down into the ground or the block. Finding a nice balance between your rooting and your rising between each inhale and exhale that you take. Bring one hand to your belly, the other to your heart. We'll start with our yogic 3-part breath. Take a deep inhale just into your belly. And exhale from the belly. Inhale into the belly, fill up through your ribs, your diaphragm. And exhale from the ribs, the belly empties last. Inhale into the belly, fill up through your ribs, and then expand through your chest. Exhale from the chest, the ribs empty, and the belly empties last. And just continuing with your yogic 3-part pranayama on your own. Inhale, sweeping both arms up overhead. Bringing your palms to touch and slowly on your exhale, drawing the hands down to heart center. I'd like to invite you to set an intention, a positive focus, a mantra, some words that resonate with you. Honoring your intention, go ahead and inhale to sweep both arms up overhead. Interlace all of your fingers except for your pointer fingers. And exhale as you tip the torso over to the right, rooting the left sit bones down. Breathing into the left side of the body. Exhale, relax your shoulders down. Take a deep inhale as you bring the arms back through center. And exhale over to the left, keeping the right sit bone down. Creating a C curve in your spine. Take the inhale into the right side of the body. And exhale, relax the shoulders down. We inhale the arms back through center. Exhale, take your twist over to the right. Left arm reaches to the outside of the right thigh. The right hand reaches back behind you. Take a deep inhale, find length. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale the arms back up overhead. Exhale, taking your spinal twist over to the left. We inhale for length. Exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale the arms back up overhead, and then exhale the arms down along by your sides. Removing your block or blanket from under your seat, bringing the sit bones down to the mat, bending the knees, soles of the feet touch down to the mat as well. On your inhale, extend your arms long in front of you, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, slowly lower down the spine one vertebrae at a time, keeping the soles of your feet connected to the mat. When you get there, sweep your arms up and back behind you, extend your legs forward. Reaching your fingertips back, point your toes to the front of the room, take a deep inhale. Exhale, draw your knees in towards your chest. Wrap the arms around the backs of your legs and just rock side to side. Come back through center. On your inhale, extend both legs up towards the sky. You can keep a slight bend in your knees if you'd like. Point your toes towards the sky and then flex your feet. Point your toes and flex the feet. Maybe draw some circles with your ankles in both directions. And then hug your knees back in towards your chest. Place the feet down to the ground. Walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Bring your arms out to a T, or you could bend your elbows for cactus arms. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let the knees fall to the right. Your gaze falls to the left. We're here for 3 breaths. Use your inhale to bring the knees and the gaze back up through center, and then exhale the knees to the left. Your gaze falls to the right. Breathing here for 3 breaths. Use your next inhale to bring the knees and the gaze back through center. Just let your knees fall in towards one another. Let your lower back connect down to the mat. And then allow your knees to fall back to their neutral position. Walk your feet in so that they're inner hip distance apart and parallel. You'll want to bring your arms down along by your sides, palms facing down. Use your inhale to lift the hips up. See if you can squeeze your shoulder blades together a little bit deeper, pinning your shoulders down to the mat, and let your neck be nice and long. Lift your hips up a little bit higher. And then exhale, slowly lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. When your hips meet the mat, inhale, lift them right back up. And exhale, slowly lower your way down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, slowly lower down. If you have a block, grab a hold of it and place it in between your thighs. If you don't have one, no worries. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your head. Let your elbows be nice and wide, opening up through the shoulders. Connect your lower back down to the mat. Inhale, wrap your elbows in, and exhale, lift up. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, take a twist over to the right. Lift the right shoulder blade up off the mat higher. And then inhale back through center. Stay lifted. Exhale, twist to the left. Lift the left shoulder blade up higher. Inhale back through center. Exhale, lower down, open up the elbows. Reconnect your lower back down to the mat. Inhale, wrap the elbows in. Exhale, lift up. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, take your twist to the right. Take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. We pulse up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hand back behind the head. Inhale through center. Exhale, take your twist over to the left, the right hand to the outside of the left thigh for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hand back behind the head. Inhale through center and exhale to lower your way down. Reconnect your lower back. Bring your knees over your hips. And then flex your feet. Kick your feet an inch closer to the front of the room. Inhale, wrap your elbows in, and exhale, lift up. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, take your twist to the right. Lift the right shoulder blade up off the mat higher, and then inhale, open the right elbow up to the right side of the room. Exhale, close and lift up higher. Inhale to open. Exhale, close and lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, close and lift. Inhale, back through center. Extend your legs forward. Exhale, knees over hips. We do that 2 more times. We inhale, extend forward. Exhale, knees over hips. Inhale, extend forward. Exhale, knees over hips. Keep the legs where they are. Inhale, lift up higher. Exhale, lower your way down. Tap the feet down to the ground just for a moment. Reconnect your lower back. And when you're ready, bring your knees back up over your hips. Flex the feet. Kick your feet an inch closer. Inhale, wrap your elbows in. Exhale, lift up. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Lift the left shoulder blade up higher. We inhale, open the left elbow up to the side. Exhale, close and lift. Inhale to open. Exhale, close and lift. We inhale, open. Exhale, close and lift. Inhale through center. Extend your legs forward. Exhale, knees over hips. We inhale to extend forward. Exhale, knees over hips. One more time. We inhale, kick forward. Exhale, knees over hips. Inhale, lift the torso up higher. Exhale, lower down. Tap the feet down to the ground. Remove the block from in between your thighs. Hug your knees in towards your chest. We'll begin to gently rock up and down the spine until you can roll your way up to a tabletop position. When we get there, take a few cat-cows of the spine. We inhale as we drop the belly down, offering the heart forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, belly drops down, offering the heart. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. We inhale, drop the belly down, offering the heart. Exhale, rounding the spine. And then just for the next few breaths or so, do whatever you like to do in your tabletop position. You could just circle the body around in one direction and then the next. You could flip your fingers towards the back of the room to stretch your wrists. And then making your way back to your neutral tabletop position, checking in, making sure your hands are under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Kick the right foot back behind you. The toes stay tucked and on the mat. We just rock back and forth. Coming back through center, spin onto the inner blade of that right foot. Inhale, the right arm lifts up. Exhale, the hand down to the ground. Spin onto the ball of the right foot. Lift the right leg up to hips height behind you. The toes stay pointing down to the ground. Extend the left arm in front of you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, crunch knee, elbow, and chin. Come towards the center. We inhale to lift back up. Exhale, crunch and round the spine. We inhale, lift up. Exhale, crunch and round the spine. Hold it here for a full breath. So take a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, re-expand. Holding everything lifted. Draw some tiny, slow circles with that right leg. And then pause and take your circles in the opposite direction. Place the hand down to the ground. Take that right foot over to the left side of the room. Take your gaze over to that foot and lean the body to the right. Use your inhale to bring the leg back up behind you. Exhale the leg over to the right side of the room. Round the outer blade of the foot down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, thread the right hand underneath the left. We inhale to lift up. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left. Inhale, lift up. One more time, exhale to thread. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale the hand down to the ground. Sit your left hip back towards your left heel. One leg child's pose. The right foot can stay on the ground, or you can point your toes up towards the sky. Use your inhale to roll forward to your tabletop. Bring the right knee back in to meet the left and just take a round of cat-cow. Inhale to your neutral spine. Kick the left foot back behind you. Toes stay tucked and on the mat. We rock back and forth. Come back through center, spin onto the inner blade of that left foot. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale the hand down to the ground, spin onto the ball of the left foot, and then lift the left leg up to hips height behind you. Extend your right arm forward, take a deep inhale. Exhale, slowly crunch knee, elbow, and chin towards center. We inhale, lift back up. Exhale, knee, elbow, chin. We inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee, elbow, chin. Hold it here for a full breath. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift back up. Tiny, slow circles with the left leg. And then pause and take your circles in the opposite direction. Place the hand down to the ground. Take your left leg over to the right side of the room. Take your gaze over to that foot and lean the body to the left. Inhale the leg back up behind us. Exhale the leg over to the left side of the room. Round the outer blade of the left foot down. We inhale the left arm up. Exhale, thread the hand under the right arm. We inhale, lift back up. Exhale, threading. Inhale, lift. Exhale to thread. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, the hand down to the ground. Sit your right hip back to your right heel. One leg child's pose. Use your inhale to roll forward to your tabletop. Bring the left knee in to meet the right. Sit your hips back towards your heels for child's pose. Excuse me, Yoki. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right side of the room, keeping your left sit bone stationary. We're creating that C curve in the spine again. Take a deep inhale into the left side of the body. Exhale, relax your shoulders down, root the left sit bone down. We inhale, walk the hands back through center. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Taking your breath now into the right side of the body. Exhale. Inhale, walk the arms back through center. Roll your way up to your tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees an inch up off the mat. We hover here. On your next exhale, shoot the hips all the way up and back. We come to our first downward facing dog. And taking whatever movements you like to make in your downward facing dog. You could bend one knee and then the other. You both knees at the same time. I like to drop my heels off to one side of the room and then to the other. Just doing whatever movements you want to. And then working your way back to your downward facing dog. Use your inhale to lift the heels high, rolling forward to your plank. You might have to lengthen this stance a little bit, walk your hands out. Slight bend in your knees, exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heels high, rolling forward to your plank. Exhale, soft bends in the knees, the hips come up and back, down dog. Inhale, lift the heels high, rolling forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next exhale, slowly tiptoe the hands all the way to the top of the mat. We inhale for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll your way up 1 vertebrae at a time. When you get there, open your palms to the front of the room. Relax your shoulders down. Take 3 deep breaths here in Tadasana. Take a glance down at your feet. Make sure that they are inner hip distance apart. We inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. Reach for the left wrist. Exhale, tip the arms over to the right. The left hip leads over to the left. Inhale the arms back up through center, switching wrist. Exhale over to the left, the right hip leads to the right. Inhale the arms back up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down over your legs. We inhale for length, sit the hips down low, keep your fingertips or your hands connected to the ground. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. 2 more times. We inhale, flat back, keep your hands to the ground, bend the knees, send your hips back. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward folds. And then inhale for length, step the right foot back, the left foot back, downward facing dog. Use your inhale to lift the heels high, roll forward to your plank, tap the knees down to the ground, untuck your toes, exhale, modified chaturanga, lowering your way down through baby cobra. Exhale, release your forehead down to the ground. Inhale, lift right back up, lift your hands up off the mat, hovering here for 3 breaths. Release your forehead and your hands down to the ground. Tuck your toes, sit your hips back towards your heels through child's pose to downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. On your next exhale, step or float the feet to the top of the mat. We inhale for length. Sit the hips down and low, arms rise up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Pull the belly button in, smooth out the lower back, relax your shoulders down. Take a deep inhale, sit your hips an inch lower, exhale, forward fold over your legs. We inhale for length, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, arms rise up. Bring your palms to touch and exhale your hands to heart center. Taking 3 deep breaths. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down over the legs. We inhale for length, step the left foot back, the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels high, roll forward to your plank. Your choice, you could modify your chaturanga, or exhale as you lower your way down halfway. Flip the toes. Inhale for your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, step or float the feet to the top of the mat. We inhale for length. Sit the hips down low, arms rise up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Take a deep inhale, sit the hips an inch lower. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. We inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, reverse your swan dive, arms rise up. Exhale, swan dive, right back down. Inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Step the right foot back, low lunge. Keep the right hand down to the ground. Inhale the left arm to the side of the room to shoulders height. And then exhale, reach the arm up towards the sky. Take your hand around the back to your right hip. Square your hips off. Lift your right hip up. Reach the left hand back up towards the sky. Exhale the hand down to the ground. Step the right foot in just enough so that you can straighten the left leg. We come to our pyramid pose. You can bring blocks underneath your hands. Take a deep inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold over the leg. 2 more times. We inhale for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale for a flat back. Step the hands forward, bend the left knee, lift up the right leg, supported warrior 3. Right toes shine down towards the ground. The crown of the head reaches forward as the back heel reaches back. Tap the right foot long back behind you. Inhale, the arms rise up for high lunge. The back heel stays lifted up off the mat. The hips are squared. Left knee is over the left ankle. Take your hands to your hips, straighten the left leg, and turn all 10 toes to the right. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down in between the legs. We inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more breaths. Inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. And then inhale for a flat back. Bend the left knee, a little side skandasana. We can pulse up and down. And then staying low to the ground, we tiptoe all 10 fingers over to the front of the mat. Turn all 10 toes forward. Spin your back heel in and down. Use your inhale to rise up. Warrior 1. Hips are still squared. The right outer blade of the foot is steering your hips forward. Exhale, open it up to your warrior 2. Flip the front palm, tipping it up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Lift the left leg up and back behind you. 3-legged dog. Exhale the knee in towards the belly button. We inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose around the spine. Shoulder shift over wrist. We inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here. Step the foot in between the hands. Tap your back knee down. Untuck your toes. Use your inhale to bring the arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Take a deep inhale, lift up a little higher out of your seat, and then exhale, settle the hips forward and down. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, reach the right hand in front of you, the left hand behind you. We twist open to the left. Inhale the arms back up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Take another deep inhale, find length. Exhale to melt back. Inhale, the arms reach back up. Exhale, the hands down to the ground. Shift the hips back, straighten the left leg. You can scoot your left foot forward. The toes can shine up towards the sky. We're in our half split. Inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back, step your left foot in, knee over ankle. Keep the right hand down to the ground. Inhale the left arm to the side of the room to shoulders height, and then exhale, open it up towards the sky. Tuck the back toes, lift up the knee. We're in our low lunge twist. Exhale the hand down to the ground. Inhale, the arms rise up, high lunge. Exhale, open it up to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, tipping it up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. The left forearm comes inside the left thigh. Right arm reaches up overhead or towards the front of the room. A long line of energy from the right outer blade of the foot to the right fingertips. Inhale, back to your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Step your left foot back to your right and take it through your flow. Taking 3 deep breaths when you get to your downward facing dog. On your next exhale, step or float the feet to the top of your mat. We inhale for a flat back and exhale to forward fold. Inhale for a flat back, sit your hips down low, arms rise up, Utkatasana chair pose. Sit your hips an inch lower, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, arms rise up, bring your palms to touch and exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale for length, step the left foot back, low lunge. Keeping the left hand to the mat. Inhale, the right arm to shoulders height. Exhale, open the hand up towards the sky for your twist. Taking the right hand around the back to your left hip. Lift the left hip up a little bit higher, and then reach the arm back up overhead. Exhale the hand down to the ground. Step the left foot in enough so that you can straighten the right leg for your pyramid pose. Bringing blocks underneath your hands, hips are squared. We inhale for a nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale for length with a slight bend in that right knee. Walk the hands forward. Lift the left leg up, supported warrior three. Hips are squared, left toes pointing down, crown of the head reaching forward, left heel reaching back. Step your left foot long back behind you to your high lunge. And then take your hands to your hips, straighten the right leg, and turn all 10 toes to the left. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down in between the legs. We inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Bend the left knee. Staying low to the ground, turn all 10 toes to the front of the mat. Spin the back heel in and down. Use your inhale to rise up, warrior one. Again, using the left outer blade of your foot to steer the left hip forward. Right knee stays over the right ankle. Hips are squared, shoulders are stacked over your hips. Exhale, open it up to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, inhale as you tip it up and back for your peaceful warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Spin onto the ball of the left foot. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Three-legged dog. Exhale the knee in towards the belly button and then inhale to kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine, shoulder shift over your wrist. We inhale to kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here. Step the right foot between the hands. Tap the back knee down. Untuck your toes. Use your inhale to rise up. Anjaneyasana. Take a deep inhale. Lift up a little higher out of your seat. Exhale, settle the hips forward and down. Take a deep inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale the arms back up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Take a deep inhale. Exhale to melt back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, the hands down to the ground. Shoot the hips back. Straighten the right leg. We're in our half split. Take a deep inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale to forward fold. And then inhale for length. Step the right foot in, keeping the left hand down to the ground. Inhale the right arm to shoulder's height. And then exhale, open the hand up towards the sky. Tuck the back toes, lift up the knee. We're in our low lunge twist. Exhale the hands down to the ground. Inhale, arms rise up, high lunge. Exhale to open it up to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, tipping it up and back for your peaceful warrior. And then exhale, extended side angle. Use your inhale to rise up, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Step your right foot back to your left and take it through your flow. When you get to your down dog, just gently tap your knees down to the ground. Sit your hips back to your heels for child's pose. And for this child's pose, let's bring our knees together, wrapping our arms down along by our sides, keeping the foreheads connected to the mat. Re-extending your arms forward, using your next inhale to roll forward to your tabletop. Take a round of cat-cow. Use your next inhale to come back to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes under, lift your knees an inch up off the mat. We hover here for 3 breaths. On your next exhale, lift the hips all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, exhale, step it through between the hands. Use your inhale to rise up, high lunge. Exhale, open it up to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, tipping it up and back, peaceful warrior. On our exhale, we come to our half moon pose. The right hand comes down to the ground or to a block. Left leg lifts up to hips height. Toes pointing to the left side of the room. Left hand up at 12 o'clock. Exhale, step back to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, tipping it up and back, peaceful warrior, and then straighten your right leg, reverse your triangle. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the ground, spin onto the ball of the left foot, lift the right leg back up to the sky. Exhale, the knee to the right elbow, swoosh it to the left, hold it there. Extend the right leg, outer blade of the foot comes down to the left side of the room, reach the left arm up. Exhale the hand down to the ground. Inhale the leg back up behind you. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Spin the back heel in and down. Use your inhale to rise up. Warrior one. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Left thumb crosses over the right. We inhale for length. Exhale to melt back. Inhale for length. Exhale, hinging forward. The right shoulder snugs inside of the right thigh or the knee. Crown of the head reaching down. Fist reaching towards the front of the room for 3 breaths. Use your inhale to rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, open it up. Warrior two. Flip the front palm, tipping it up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, we come back to our half moon pose. Left leg lifts up to hips height. The chest is opening to the left, so are the hips. With a soft bend in that right knee, gently tap back down to your warrior two. Exhale as you cartwheel your hands down to the ground. Step your right foot back and take it through your flow. When you get there, inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Use your inhale to rise up, high lunge. Exhale to open it up to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, tipping it up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, half moon pose. Left hand down to the ground. Right hip up to hips height. Toes pointing open to the right. Right hand up at 12 o'clock. Soft bend in that left knee. Landing back gracefully to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, tipping it up and back for your peaceful warrior. And then straighten the left leg, reversing your triangle. Use your inhale to come back to your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Inhale the left leg up and back behind you. Exhale the knee to the left elbow. Swoosh it over to the right and then stay here. Extend the left leg. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the hand down to the ground. Inhale the leg back up behind you. Exhale, step it between the hands. Spin the back heel in and down. Use your inhale to rise up. Warrior one. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Right thumb over left. Take a deep inhale, find length. Exhale, melt back. Inhale. Exhale to hinge forward. Left shoulder inside the left thigh or the knee. Fist reaching forward, crown of the head down. Use your inhale to bring yourself up to your warrior one. Exhale, open it up to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, tipping it up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, half moon pose. the left knee, landing back to your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Step your left foot back to your right and take it through your flow. When you get to your downward facing dog, gently tap your knees down to the ground. Sit your hips back to your heels for any child's pose that you love. Use your inhale to roll forward to your tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the knees and inch up off the mat. We hover here for 3 breaths. Exhale, lift your hips all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Use your inhale to lift the right leg up. We prepare for pigeon pose. The right knee comes to the outside of the right wrist, angling the foot to the left. Tapping the back knee down, untuck your toes. Inhale, find length in your spine. And then exhale to lower your way down. Walking your hands back in underneath your shoulders, tucking the back toes, lift up the knee. Step your right foot back to your downward facing dog. Take a few neutralizing breaths here. And then use your inhale to lift the left leg up. Exhale, the right knee behind the left wrist, the left knee behind the left wrist. Tap the back knee down, untuck your toes. Inhale, find length. Exhale, lower down. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Press your way to a straight arms, lengthen your spine. Just lean over onto the left hip. Swing the right leg in front and bring the foot over to the outside of that left thigh. You'll want to ground both sit bones down first, and then inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, take your left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. Reach your right hand back behind you. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Use your inhale to come back through center, and then take the counter fold over to the left. Use your inhale to push your way back up. Switch legs, so the right leg comes down to the ground, the left foot steps to the outside of that right thigh, grounding both sit bones first. We inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, your right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, the left arm reaching back, taking your gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, your counter fold over to the right. Pressing your way back up through seated. Bring the soles of your feet together. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Fingers can cup over the toes. Crown of the head reaching down, chin tucked in towards chest. Just enjoy your forward fold here for a few breaths. Use your inhale to roll your way up one vertebrae at a time. When you get there, swivel your knees in towards one another. Sit up nice and tall, extend your arms forward, take a deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. When you get there, extend your arms up and back behind you, extend your legs forward. Reach your fingertips away from your toes, pointing the toes to the front of the room. Exhale, draw your right knee in towards your chest. Just draw some circles with that one knee. And then take your circles in the opposite direction. Bring the knee back in through center. Reach for the outer blade of the right foot with your right hand. We come into a half happy baby. Keeping the left hip stationary. Trying to keep the shoulders rooting down. Opening up through the right hip. Release the right foot, hug the knee in towards the chest, and then take your left hand to the right knee. Bring your right hand out to a T. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, guide your knee over to the left side of the room. Take your gaze over to the right. Breathing here for 3 breaths. Inhale the knee back through center, hug it in, and then release the leg long on the mat. Hug the left knee in, draw some circles in each direction. And then bring the knee back in through center, reaching for the outer blade of that left foot. We come to our half happy baby pose. Releasing that foot, hugging the knee in, and then take the right hand to the left knee, the left arm out to a T. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, guide the knee over to the right side of the room as your gaze falls over towards the left fingertips. Breathing here for 3 breaths. Inhale the knee back through center, hug it in, and then hug both knees in towards the chest. Place the feet down to the ground. Keep your arms down along by your sides and inhale, lift the hips up. Interlace your fingers underneath your back. Reach your fist into the earth as your hips reach up higher. Breathing here for just a few breaths. Releasing your fists, placing the hands down along by your sides. Exhale, lower your way down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Reach for the outer blades of each foot. We come into our happy baby pose. You can rock side to side. You could extend one leg long while bending the other knee. When you're ready, bring your knees back in through center. Place the feet down to the ground, and then extend one leg long on the mat. And then the other. You can rest the backs of the hands upon the earth, letting the palms be open towards the sky. Let your toes flap to the sides of the room. See if you can create that little bit of space in between your shoulder blades to squeeze together and root your shoulders down. Keep your neck nice and long. Feel the earth underneath your skull and honor the support that the earth has to offer your body in your final resting pose of Shavasana. When you're ready, you can begin to wiggle through your fingers and your toes. Make some small circles with your ankles and your wrists. And when you're ready, just hug your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around the backs of your legs and just rock side to side until you can eventually roll all the way over to any side that you'd like. When you get there, just get comfortable. Maybe create a little pillow with your hands for underneath your head. Remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Just take a moment to come back to that intention you set for yourself at the beginning of class. And honoring your intention and honoring yourself for making it onto your mat today. When you're ready, use your top hand to press down into the ground, working your way up to a seated position. Resting the backs of your hands upon your knees, sitting up nice and tall. Coming back to your breath. When you're ready, inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. Bring your palms to touch and slowly draw your hands down to heart center. We'll close practice with the sound of Om. You can join in or participate by listening. Om.